This evening, Mr. Unai, the Honorary Convener of the Bangalore chapter, Mr. Rev.Fr.Dr.J.FelixRaj, the Convener of this program, Honorary Secretary of the Alumni Association, the Vice President of the Alumni Association, Mr. Sept, and all those who have come from Kolkata, Mr. Rashid, and my dear friends, the Canadians, and their spouses. And let me start with a note of gratitude. Gratitude to all who belong to this Bangalore chapter for what you have been and for what you have done to build up this Bangalore chapter from the first meeting of the inauguration that we had 3 years ago? 2009. I think it has grown. What I see today, I think, marvels me. I want to thank Unai and the team for having organized this meet today, this evening. I think they deserve a very big hand. I want to congratulate today in a very special way the awardees. I think it's a very good idea. Very good idea to recognize the natives. I remember today what Tony Francis began some years ago in the ICA, the Valiants in Action. And I think that reminds me of this year, the Valiants in Action. And so about 6 Valiants have been recognized today and appreciate that initiative and that effort. I think that goes a very long way to build the family. And I want to in a very special way congratulate these awardees. And on behalf of St. David's College Alumni Association, I extend our appreciations to you because you have been real Canadians who have done something. And I think this effort of recognition will continue in the years to come. My special congratulations to all the awardees, and especially to our young man, that is Mohammed Rashid India, Amit. Mohammed Amit, and I remember that your father came to me for his advice that the father, my son at the age of 12 can join St. David's College. I said, most welcome. And I got to that voice of everything your teacher will definitely make news, and you have great news. And I was very happy to see these 2 physics brothers, Arizal and Mohammed. Because physics department is one of the best departments that we have in this David's College. And as I met them, I said to Mohammed, physics department is open, and we would definitely appoint you as a professor. So my congratulations to all of you. You see, this is in keeping with the Jesuit tradition. I don't want to name the Jesuits, but Jesuits have for the last 500 years, despite being in the academic world, media world, the Jesuits are found all over. You name the field and they are there. But especially in the field of academics, you name especially in St. David's College, Lucknow in the field of physics, Goro in the field of mathematics, the struggle again in the area of physics. So we have had great men who have built St. David's and also who have contributed to the academic world. Lucknow was called the public model science. And so we have great men, the Jesuits, who have made great men. We have these Chandra-Bose, Ramabandhu-Bajaj, Rabindranath Tagore. And so you have these great Jesuits who have built also a great history of not only St. David's College but the history. That's why Ramila Thapar, the great famous historian of India, always recognized the Jesuits. She has openly acknowledged that if today there is a written history of India, it's because of the Jesuits. Because we have had graduates who have gone on journeys with King Akbar and have measured and written in the diaries about Ganges, about various aspects of Indian history. And that is why India today, if it has a written history, it is because of the Jesuits. We celebrated recently 500 years of the Jesuits. And we celebrated also the anniversaries, first anniversary of many great people. Tagore, Vivekananda, Rev.Fr.Dr.J.FelixRaj, Mother Teresa, and also St. David's College. And these people who celebrated their birth anniversaries, Mother Teresa of course was centenary, and the others were 150th year. All these people were closely associated with St. David's College. All of them, of course, are not students, the variants, like Mother Teresa, Rev.Fr.Dr.J.FelixRaj. But Tagore and Rev.Fr.Dr.J.FelixRaj was these were the variants. And so St. David's has really produced great men. And we are grateful to the service that St. David's College has rendered to the history of India and the history of course that St. David's involved. There is the past at St. David's College of Jesus Christ. It's in my office. If I auction it, of course, in London market, it will go for thousands of pounds. But that keeps reminding us of Rabindranath Tagore. It was in 1927. Rabindranath Tagore was the vice president of the Alumni Association, not of the college, but of the school. And so, as a vice president, he had a function like this to raise funds for St. David's College. So he autographed his pictures and gave it to people, and people donated money. And that's how to raise money to St. David's College in 1927. On that occasion, he gifted to St. David's College a small bust of Jesus Christ, a marble, white marble bust. It still remains in my office. And when people come to me, either from other universities, other countries, or from our own countries, I show them this. And they say this is a beautiful, very valuable, collection of your college. And we have more of them definitely. We are all met with Las Vegas. Just like we were in July in Las Vegas. Among other things, of course, known for Las Vegas, the inauguration of the United States chapter was amazing in July. We were about a few civilians who went from Canada. And then we had about 110, 120 civilians in Las Vegas who had come. And that was the occasion of the International Bengali Conference Convention. So we made use of that and then inaugurated the St. David's College Alumni Chapter of the United States. What surprised me was after my speech about St. David's, I made them all read it. One of the civilians who belonged to, I think, 1961 batch, he was the oldest in the group. He got up and said, "Father, I want to contribute $20,000. And that was a great step that we have taken. And I asked him what was the purpose of this contribution. He said he used it for whatever purpose because we have enumerated the number of projects that the various projects taken out. And I would like that if this contribution of mine was to scholarship, I said that's the best thing. So I have put this $20,000 into this scholarship fund. Every year, I do spend about 40 lakhs only for scholarship. I don't think any college would spend 40 lakhs for scholarship alone. So we do not want any student to turn back saying that I cannot support myself financially. So St. David's is all very important. And I want to appreciate the step that taken in, I think, Bangkok by the Alumni Association to support the first generation students. So we have taken the first generation students and support them from the money St. David's Alumni College Alumni Association raised in Bangkok, I think to the tune of about 12 lakhs. And one of the first generation students to be admitted was the son of our own electrician at St. David's College. And and he is now in the third year doing very well in his college studies. We have gone global. Not only chapters within the country like Bangalore, Delhi and Mumbai, but also chapters outside the country. This happened because we celebrated the 150th year, to which the Honorable Prime Minister was there, followed by the Home Minister, Mr. P. It was a great occasion. And at that moment, we felt that all the Arabians from all over the world cannot come. So we felt that we travel to the Arabians. And that in keeping with the Arabian spirit is nothing beyond. So we felt let's start global chapters and reach out to the Arabians and renew the Arabian spirit of India. And that's what is happening. We already have about 7 chapters. The next chapter is going to be on the 3rd of November in Australia, followed by another chapter in Toronto, that is Canadian chapter, and I'm sure that many more chapters will follow. And in every chapter, we revisit the spirit of Vedas, and that's something wonderful that is happening with the Rev.Fr.Dr.J.FelixRaj Association. So whenever I visit Jesuit colleges, even other colleges, they always ask me, why is it that your alumni association is so strong? I say that's because the alma mater and the association are very closely associated. There is a very close relationship between these two. The alma mater recognizes the alumni association and the Devalians, and the Devalians in turn committed to support their alma mater, and that's what is happening. And that's what I realize. And I think it's growing day by day. And I can see that in the commitment that I experience and I witness in the variants of many of them. We have started a number of projects. St. David's is no more what it was when you were there, Park Street campus. It's no more. Now we are having ABC Coast Road campus. That is the 2 big hostels. A hostel for boys and a hostel for girls. I'm sure some of you would like to come back to college. We're starting a hostel for girls with 150 capacity and a boys hostel with 300 capacity. We will also have 2 more hostels in India by friends. So our plan, to put it very briefly, is to have the second campus in PM/1 on that 6 acres of land behind Sept. Now we will have 2 big communication centers there. One of the government, that is SRC, and the other of the various college, that is the EM1, Educational Multimedia Research Center, which is supported by the UGC. So we have been having that for the last 30 years in Park Circus. We are planning to shift it to the Park, the building work is already started. So once these 2 centers are there, we plan to shift all the communication departments, that is DMN, Animation Department, MCD, that is Mass Communication Department, Journalism Department, Film Studies Department. So all the departments with their postgraduate courses will be shifted to the EM bypass. So we will have a communication hub. So that might happen in the next 2 years. I hope so. I request your prayers and support so that this campus can take off. I have spoken for this campus to Mr. Sept, and we were there last year in October, and he was very positive. In principle, of course, he has accepted to support this project. The next, of course, is rather our thanks to our Honorable Chief Minister. When she came to St. David's as a chief guest in January 2012, she of course said St. David's should become first a university. Second, she said, Father had asked me for land, and I will definitely allow some land. So she allowed 17 acres of land in Rajahar. The price was high, and so I appealed to her and said St. David's cannot pay so much. So she has brought it down and made us equal with Presidency University. Presidency, as you know, is a government university, and so the government gave the Presidency at rupees 1 crore an acre. So when we pleaded for our cost, she said 1 crore per acre. So 17 acres of land for 17 crores of rupees. And I think we will be able to pay this with support of the Alumni Association and many Canadians who have come forward. And so our third campus will be in Rajarhat in that 17 acres of land with an engineering college and a management institute, staff portion. Then we will of course slowly release more institutes. One will of course be a research center, a pure science research center, and a social science research center, so that we will also work in research. Already, I should probably say that our college is much more involved. Our staff members are very much, especially physics, microbiology, biotechnology, chemistry, and now commerce has also come in. We are now have every year practically worth about 8 crores worth of research that is going on at St. David's College. I think I must appreciate in front of you the staff members who are involved in these research projects. Why this importance given to St. David's? It's basically because St. David's is able to realize the stakeholders. First and foremost, the faculty members. Second, the students. Third, of course, is the management. Fourth, the parents of our students. And fifth, last but not least, is the Alumni Association. Because the Canadians has recognized the stakeholders and wants these stakeholders to be part and parcel of its growth. The organizer says the organizer cannot grow unless and until these stakeholders are with the organizer, and that is what I have noticed. And I tell you frankly, I am not an old student of St. David's. I am an old student of College, Chennai. But what I realize is this, that I discover the world of St. David's as I meet people. Meet people in India, not in India abroad. I begin to discover the tremendous amount of impact that St. David's has had in the lives of these people. It has transformed. Especially the impact that the individual Jesuits have had. The Belgian Jesuits as well as the Indian Jesuits. The people speak of, our Father Joris, our Father Vestal, our Father Goro, our Father Joris Sousa. And they speak of fathers who have not been in college but been in school. Our Father Boucher is an item today among many students. And so these Jesuits have definitely transformed, as Ignatius transformed the life of Transylvania. These Jesuits have transformed the lives of many young students. And that's how St. David's is known today. You have great scientists, you have 2 scientists here, you have great men in the business world, and you have great men among doctors, among various educationists. And so that's why St. David's is named. And I think it is known by what St. David's is going to be. I don't know how long it will take. When Chief Minister came, she said St. David's should become a university. So in response to her offer, I constituted a small group called Think Tank, consisting of the Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University, that is Professor Suranjan Das, and our own alumnus and leader student Sanjeev Vanika. She is 2 senior teachers and myself. So this group was called a Think Tank, and this group went in preparing a proposal document to be submitted to the government of West Bengal. And the document is finalized. The provincial has given its green signal. The governing body has put its stamp, and so the document is almost ready to be submitted to the higher education department of the government of West Bengal. I plan to do that either on the 16th or 17th of this month. I've already informed the minister that I have to take an appointment so that it becomes an auspicious occasion for St. David's for the document to be submitted. Thanks to the members of the think tank and thanks to the Alumni Association, especially the Honorary Secretary, for its contribution to this preparation of this. What do we want? A think it's good that all of you know. We want the vertical accreditation of St. Xavier's College of Honors. We are an honors college today. It was a vertical promotion and upgradation from an affiliated college to an autonomous college. Now, from an autonomous college, we want a university status. So, we want a status of state, aided, private, minority, St. Xavier's University. So, it will be a St. Xavier's. This is the first of its kind. We don't have of its kind what we are asking in the country today. And so it will be state-aided St. Xavier's Minority University. Today we have 7,000 students, and I'm sure that we will be able to contribute to the increase of the gross enrollment ratio in the higher education. The gross enrollment ratio today at the national level is 17%. Thanks to Government Civil for all the efforts that we made. In the last 4 years, we have increased from 12% to 17%. The national average is this, but the average of West Bengal is much lower. And so I inform the Chief Minister that St. Xavier's, if it becomes a university, will make all efforts possible to increase the gross enrollment ratio, especially in West Bengal. And I think that will be a great contribution that we will definitely make. I want to thank all of you this evening for this wonderful step that we have taken. On behalf of all the fathers, on behalf of all the staff members and students, I stand here before you to thank you because this is a moment of sentiments, moments of emotions that are related closely to St. Xavier's College, which is our own. And I think you are all great. Each one of you is important. And that's why I keep saying to every Debating that when you will come to Kolkata city, please talk to Xavier's and just say hello to us. And I think many of you drop in and say hello to me and trust us to your own teachers. And that's what makes Xavier's great. I want to very personally thank each one of you for the trouble you have taken. I was telling Nazan and Snehashi and others that we have brought two things to Bangalore. As we landed, we said, we have brought the Bengal and in the evening, we brought the monsoon to Bangalore, the rain. I think it's wonderful, in spite of the fun, in spite of the rain, all of you are here, and that says that you are committed to St. Xavier's and you are committed to Xavier's. And I think as a committed Xaverian, as Tony Clancy said, that you may take me out of Xavier's, but you cannot take Xavier's out of me. But today, what the students say is this: do you see what I see?
I see.
This is what happens every day. Okay, they keep saying, do you see what I see? I see SXCCA. And I think today, all of you this evening see SXCCA. You are all on that. Thank you very much. Continue to support St. Xavier's and make our best.